The best thing about Code Ninjas is we teach kids how to code through building video games. Children have a natural affinity for video games, so we're not manufacturing an interest. We're just providing a place where they can interact with children with similar interests, and they learn how to think programmatically. They're gonna walk into our dojo, which is our game development room, see friendly faces. They're gonna sit down, log on a computer, and then start building in whatever belt that they're on.
It's simple, just drive to a place and then now you just know how to code.
Technology is only growing and expanding. So STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, anything in those fields, we know that there's always gonna be a job that supports it.
When my wife and I found Code Ninjas, we instantly thought that is a perfect stepping stone to be able to give him these tools that he'll be able to use in his life.
I think it's important for children to learn how to code, because beyond learning how to code, they're learning how to think.
To me, I think it's kind of like the building blocks of structured problem solving.
That will take them anywhere they want to go. Our game-based curriculum is phenomenal, and it's unique because it's a 9-belt curriculum. Similar to martial arts, they start at a beginner level or a white belt, and then they're going to transition through building games. Each of those games teaches them concepts.
He looks forward to coming in, going through the steps, and knowing that he's going to achieve the next level.
They're going to learn a series of different languages, JavaScript, Lua, C#, and they're going to advance to black belt, where they're going to produce their own app. And while our program is self-paced, it's not self-taught. So all along the way, they have senseis to help them. One of the things that parents love most about Code Ninjas is the flexibility that it offers families.
My favorite part is I get an hour or two to myself.
So families can come in any 2 days that fit their schedule. It doesn't always have to be the same 2 days of the week. It doesn't always have to be the same time. So it can fit into a family's schedule at their leisure. We have a lot of other programs. We have Parents Night Out, we offer summer camps, we even do day camps and birthday parties. So there's always something fun happening here at Code Ninjas. I think a parent should send their child to Code Ninjas because they want their child to explore different opportunities. We want our children to find what they're passionate about, and when children come to Code Ninjas, they really enjoy being here.
Cece enjoys coming here for the camaraderie. She likes interacting with the senseis. After dinner, I was like, Mommy, can we go? Can we go, Mommy? Is it time? I'm like, I have my wristbands.
And it warms our heart to see the excitement on their faces.
You can also make stuff like a propeller, you could make a car, you could make all kinds of stuff.
I love coming here. One of my favorite things to do.
And to know that we're positively impacting children and their futures, that's all we can hope for, is to be able to prepare children for tomorrow, for their future. Code Ninjas. Kids have fun, parents see results.
Hi everybody, my name is Sensei Julian. I am the Fortnite god. I am the best Smash Brothers player ever to touch a controller. I love sloths and I love memes. And what I'm here to do today is to give you guys a preview of our Snap It Together camp. Our camp using our very own Code Ninjas, Ninja Circuits. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read this little blurb out of this book right here. And we're going to be building some of the first projects that we would build at our first day of Snap It Together camp. Go ahead and get this out of the way. Okay, day one, introduction to circuits. Before we get started, there's a few things you need to know. First, what is a circuit? And second, how to use the products guide. So let's answer the first question. What is a circuit? A circuit, more specifically, an electronic circuit, is a path of conductors that begins and ends in the same place. That's right, to work properly as an electronic circuit, it must be built as a closed loop. A conductor is a material that allows electrical current to flow through it. In the case of your Ninja Circuits kit, this means that the metal points that you snap together continue inside the plastic parts. Oh, here we go. So in this camp, you will learn the basics of how electronics and circuits work with the exclusive Code Ninja's Ninja Circuits Kit. The project's guide that comes with every Ninja Circuits Kit contains a whopping 500, this is the project guide right here, contains a whopping 565 different projects to build. This camp will guide you through over 100 of the basic activities so that you understand how to effectively and safely build not only the circuits listed in the project's guide and the Snap Together guide, but your own custom circuits. Before you get started, make sure that your sensei or an adult, I'll be the sensei and adult, has provided you with 4 AA batteries. So I have some AA batteries already plugged into our Ninja Circuit Kit here. If you've got your supplies, then you're ready to go. Let's get started and learn how to snap it together. Let's see, for our first day of projects, we'll be learning how several major parts in our kit work and some basic principles of building electronic circuits. These parts all conduct electrical current in a closed loop to power certain components so that you can see the output of a working circuit. This ranges from speakers making noise, lamps that light up, and various other effects. So some of the stuff that we have in here are indeed a speaker. So we have a speaker right here. We have motors right here. So this is going to spin at quite a high speed when it's powered. And then we have a lamp, I believe, right over here. So inside of this little case right here, I don't know if the camera's going to be able to focus on it. Let me see, let me try and get it in focus. So right inside of here, inside of this, we have an LED. And so we'll be using that for one of our projects today. And this is the base board. It's just a basic little pegboard, and we'll be using this to mount our electronic circuits. So we're gonna go ahead and open our project guide right here to page 1. That's a lot of warnings. So if we take a look inside of here, this is the project guide. It contains lots of little handy dandy information about the different parts inside of the Code Ninja's Ninja circuit box. Go ahead and try and get that guy a little closer. And over here on the other side right here, it contains some safety warnings right here for us to be careful. Batteries, small parts that could be choking hazards for young children, stuff like that. For some of these projects, he'll have a moving object. So for one of the projects that you'll see today, we're going to be spinning a fan, or spinning this little propeller / fan here using the motor. And so it's always best when you have spinning parts and moving parts to always practice safety and keep your hands away. And when it comes with electronic circuits, to keep them far away from any liquid. So as you can see, there's no liquid on this table here. So we're just making sure being safe. Keep in mind that you are working with electricity, and when doing so, senseis and ninjas both have to be careful. If something has gone wrong, refer to this page. So if anything here goes wrong, I can refer to this page. So then the guide right here, the tablet will have the, let's see, what's the book here for the Snap It Together camp goes into how electricity works and how it gets to our house. So how does electricity get to my house? On the last page, we explain some of the basics of electricity is. We explain some of the basics of electricity, what a circuit is, and what a conductor is. But how is electricity made? How does it get all the way to your house? And how does it power things like your TV, the kitchen fridge, and even the lights? Start thinking about these questions. So power gets to our house by, first, a generator sends power to a transformer. A transformer then sends power through power lines that would look like this here. And then the power from the power lines goes through some transformers again inside of our house. And then finally, from our house, we have power lines, we have some circuits in our house feeding power to all the different outlets for all electronics. So what are snap circuits? Snap circuits are a way to learn how electricity works by building our own simple circuits. Every electronic, from phones to light bulbs, work off the basic principles you can learn using snap circuits. In the Snap It Together camp, you'll be using the Code Ninja's official version of snap circuits, the Ninja Circuits Kits. The best way to learn is by doing, so let's dive right in with the most basic project. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to flip this over now to project number 1 on page 14. Okay, so project number 1 is a light and switch. So a light and switch. Let's take a look here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my baseboard right here. I want to make sure that you guys can still see. I'll push this off to the side. Okay. So here I have my baseboard, I have my instructions, I'm ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to start following the instructions right here. So the instructions are really, really nicely laid out here. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm going to try and bring this closer. So right here, it tells you exactly which piece you need and exactly where you need it using the grid system that's present on our baseboard. So the baseboard on the top has a legend of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then on the side, it has another legend of A, B, C, D, E, all the way through G. And that makes it really, really nice, really clear exactly where we need to place the parts in our box on our board in order to complete our project. So the first part I'm going to grab is going to be the batteries. So I'm going to grab the batteries out of the box. I'm going to place them where it shows here. It has it on C4. So I'm going to go ahead and place this down on C4 and snap it down into place, just like that. Next, I'm going to grab the 3 right here. So this is called a, what do they call it? They call it a snap wire. So snap wires are these pieces right here. I'll grab this piece and I'll place it down right here on the other side. And now what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll attach the lamp up here. And now I'll attach a switch. And so I have a complete circuit right here, our very first complete circuit. This is a complete circuit, a loop from the batteries through multiple circuits back to the batteries. When the slide switch is switched to off, so currently it is off. I'll go ahead and flip this around so you guys can see. When the slide switch S1, that's like this cool guy right over here, is off, the circuit is open and the electricity can't flow back into the battery. Many of the circuits in the Ninja Circuits kits can go where the lamp socket goes in this simple circuit. Tried a few. For now, stick to any replacements that are also 3 units along, like the lamp circuit socket. Will work on the more complex circuits in the future activities. So right here, if I go ahead and I flip this switch, our little lamp circuit turns on. Very cool. We can also feel free to try switching this out with some of the other components here that we have. So here I have a different lamp circuit. So this is L2. If I flip this one on, we get another light right here. Okay, so in the next activity, we're going to be doing the very next project, which is just this one down here. We won't have to take it all apart. We'll be reusing most of our circuit. The only part that we're going to be switching out is the component that will be powering here. So right here, instead, we're going to have a motor and a fan. So let's see, blah, 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 blah. When you put the fan blade onto the motor, there's no click or anything securing it. So how does it stay stuck to the motor? So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to switch it on, and you guys are going to see exactly what this does. I'll go ahead and do that one more time. That's awesome. That's so cool. This always gets kids super excited about circuits and electronics. I should have started the stream with this. This is awesome. Oh, I can't seem to get it to fly up again. That's okay. So there's no need to completely take apart our first project. This one replaces the lamp socket with the motor. Then you attach the fan to the DC motor. The DC motor takes the electrical energy from the batteries, these guys right here, takes the electrical energy from the batteries and turns it into power to spin the fan. Read the warning on this activity in the project's guide carefully. So for this part, what we want to be careful with is just there's moving parts. We have a fan spinning pretty quickly, so we want to make sure we're keeping our hands and our fingers away from any moving parts. Okay, let's see. We've been going for 25 minutes. I think we might have time for maybe just one more. Okay, so turn to page 15. As you can see, the circuits are a lot more complicated already. So for reference, our projects go from this simple 4-component projects like this here to something like this, where we're already getting some slightly more complex projects. So we're going to take a look at project 3, the sound activated switch. We've already seen some of these parts, but there are several new ones. Build project 3 sound activated switch before continuing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take apart this circuit right here and follow the instructions on project number 3 to go ahead and complete that. So I'll be needing to move my battery to a different position to make more space for the rest of my circuit. So I'll go ahead and I'll place this one at C5 instead of C3. Then I'm going to go ahead and grab a 4 snap wire piece. And I'll be placing that down here. And I'll be connecting these two with a 2 snap wire piece. There we go. I'll be grabbing the music component out of the box, and I'll be connecting it to our circuit using a 2 snap wire. Next comes this. Let's see, what is this? This is a whistle chip. I'll be taking a 5 snap wire piece and I'll be placing it right down here. And then I'll connect my whistle chip to that 5 snap wire piece like so. Only a couple more pieces necessary. I'm going to take that same slide switch from our last project. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to place it right here. I'm going to put our motor back. We won't be using that for this project. And I'll be taking out a black and a red wire here. I'm going to take my 3 snap wire piece. I'll be connecting it along here. And finally, I'll take out our speaker. I'm going to connect it to our circuit by connecting the red wire here. And the black wire here. Okay, so now we've completed the circuit. I'll go back to the instructions in the book now. There are two long cables, one black and one red, that are called jumper wires. These connect to the speaker, SP, that's this guy right here. The speaker takes the input of any of the sound-based integrated circuits. The Ninja Circuits kit contains several of those integrated circuits. We'll learn what that means and the effects of some of those integrated circuits later. For now, you'll be using the music integrated circuit. That's this guy right here. To send music to the speaker. The last new part here is the whistle chip. So how does the music integrated circuit work? For more information, you can check out your manual on page 8, but power from the batteries flows into the integrated circuit here. So power goes through these circuits up here into the integrated circuit from the plus and leaves the circuit through the minus and back into the battery holders. So looking here. Oh, I see. Power is actually going this way. So power is going through the plus here into our integrated circuit through here and then back into the batteries here through the negative power. Leaves the circuit and back into the battery holder. Out is used for where the music integrated circuit is going to output. In this project, this is to the speaker. The TRG input is for trigger control. Interesting. So after you've built the circuit, try it out by using the whistle chip to activate the circuit. While it's called the whistle chip, you don't necessarily need to whistle. The chip is activated by sounds in general. Oh, very cool. Nice. So if I make a loud enough sound here, apparently it should play this again. At least that's what I'm led to believe here. Don't necessarily whistle. The chip is activated by sounds in general. So the trigger input is for trigger control. In this project, input from the whistle chip triggers the music integrated circuit. The last is HLD. As long as whatever is connected there is active through that circuit's conditions, the music integrated chip would keep playing. What do you think would happen if the whistle chip wasn't connected to the trigger, but to the hold point? The answer is at the bottom of this page. Okay. So let me go ahead and try to make a noise. Oh, there we go. Looks like I triggered it. Very cool. Nice. Very cool. So, just by tapping there, I complete the circuit and trigger the music box. I see. So this whistle chip is what controls our... I'm going to go ahead and shut this off now. And so this whistle chip right here is the trigger for our music integrated circuit. So this starts the music, and this is our hold, which keeps it going. So what would happen if our whistle chip wasn't connected to the trigger but to the hold point? So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to find out what would happen if these two were switched. So if the whistle chip here was connected to the hold point instead of the trigger point. So this is the trigger point here for our integrated circuit. Huh. Hey. Hey. Huh. I don't seem to be getting anything. How about now? What if I try to activate it now? So let's go ahead and take a look at the answer. The music integrated circuit would play as long as the whistle chip was receiving input. As soon as you stop sending noise, it stops making noise. Oh, I see. Interesting. Back into the battery B1. The last is hold. Oh, I see. So this one is the hold right here. Okay, so it's going to play it once. And would it keep playing if I kept activating the hold circuit? Looks like it wouldn't. Interesting. Place it back onto there, into the trigger, and it plays it again. Very cool. All right, so we'll go ahead and stop it there. But this and many other projects are possible with the Code Ninja's Ninja Circuits box kit. If you're interested in learning more about electrical engineering or electrical circuits in general, I highly encourage you to check out Snap Circuits and our very own Ninja Circuits box here at Code Ninjas. It includes an expanded version of the Snap Circuits kit, along with a much heftier project guide than just the standard Snap Circuits kit. And if you're interested in attending one of our Snap Circuits camps, I would check the camp schedule linked in the description of this post. Thank you very much for coming to the stream, and have a wonderful day.
The best thing about Code Ninjas is we teach kids how to code through building video games. Children have a natural affinity for video games, so we're not manufacturing an interest. We're just providing a place where they can interact with children with similar interests, and they learn how to think programmatically. They're going to walk into our dojo, which is our game development room, see friendly faces. They're going to sit down, log on a computer, and then start building in whatever belt that they're on.
It's simple. Just drive to a place, and then now you just know how to code.
Technology is only growing and expanding. So STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, anything in those fields, we know that there's always going to be a job that supports it.
When my wife and I found Code Ninjas, we instantly thought that is a perfect stepping stone to be able to give him these tools that he'll be able to use in his life.
I think it's important for children to learn how to code, because beyond learning how to code, they're learning how to think.
To me, I think it's kind of like the building blocks of structured problem solving.
That will take them anywhere they want to go. Our game-based curriculum is phenomenal, and it's unique because it's a 9-belt curriculum, similar to martial arts. They start at a beginner level or a white belt, and then they're going to transition through building games. Each of those games teaches them concepts.
He looks forward to coming in, going through the steps, and knowing that he's going to achieve the next level.
They're going to learn a series of different languages, JavaScript, Lua, C#, and they're going to advance to black belt, where they're going to produce their own app. And while our program is self-paced, it's not self-taught. So all along the way, they have senseis to help them. One of the things that parents love most about Code Ninjas is the flexibility that it offers families.
My favorite part is I get an hour or two to myself.
So families can come in any 2 days that fit their schedule. It doesn't always have to be the same 2 days of the week. It doesn't always have to be the same time. So it can fit into a family's schedule at their leisure. We have a lot of other programs. We have Parents Night Out, we offer summer camps, we even do day camps and birthday parties. So there's always something fun happening here at Code Ninjas. I think a parent should send their child to Code Ninjas because they want their child to explore different opportunities. We want our children to find what they're passionate about, and when children come to Code Ninjas, they really enjoy being here.
Cece enjoys coming here for the camaraderie. She likes interacting with the senseis. After dinner, I was like, Mommy, can we go? Can we go, Mommy? Is it time? And I have my wristbands.
And it warms our heart to see the excitement on their faces.
You can also make stuff like a propeller, you could make a car, you could make all kinds of stuff.
I love coming here. One of my favorite things to do.
And to know that we're positively impacting children and their futures, that's all we can hope for, is to be able to prepare children for tomorrow, for their future. Code Ninjas. Kids have fun, parents see results.